Hello everyone, Wash21 here and welcome to another unboxing. Today I'm very happy to say I've bought a new camera and that is a Panasonic G7. Find out more after the intro. So after a long time of using my old phone to record videos, and that was the Samsung Galaxy S8, it finally died a couple of months ago, and that is why I haven't recorded any videos for a long time. Not only that, I've now got a baby and I've also got a new house. I digress anyway. I've been after a new camera ever since because, quite frankly, the S8 camera I don't particularly think is as good as the S6. I'm using the S8 now, so you guys let me know. But anyway, I digress again. This here is a Panasonic DMC G7K. Now, all the K means it's black. It's a black body. There's different other models around, and one that this also gets called is the MEB/K. It's basically the same camera from what I can tell. Anyway, let's get into the box. Also, note this is firmware version 2 installed, pre-installed on it. Most of them now are got firmware version 2. It solves a lot of bugs that was in version 1. Alright, let's get into it. Right, so straight on the top, this is actually one of the first times I've actually opened it. I've got this far and I've never actually gone very further. Here's a couple of optional accessories you can get. You can get your stereo shotgun microphone, which basically allows you to record videos and better audio. I'm actually going to use a lapel microphone myself. You got flash for your flash photography, obviously. Shutter control remote. I'm not entirely sure what that does, but I'm assuming it controls the shutter, as it says. Your battery pack, and this down here, the DMW MA1 mount adapter. I may eventually get one of these because what this essentially does is it will allow you to put a full size 4/3 mount onto the camera, because the camera apparently uses a mini 4/3. How true that is, I'm not entirely sure. I did a bit of research, but that's the gist of what I found out. Right, what we got on the box then? So, dear customer, about the firmware, how to upgrade the firmware, why you need that. I'm assuming it's if you've got like newer versions of firmware on top, because obviously the firmware 2 is already pre-installed. Again, how to upgrade firmware, more warranty and stuff, and disk and everything. And obviously then the user manual for then the zoom lens and whatnot. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Let's put this up to the side. As you can tell on the front, I've got the 14-42mm, if the camera would pick that up, 14-42mm lens with this. The reason I chose that was basically because I had a good deal in Black Friday. This camera retails on Amazon at the moment anywhere from about £349 upwards. The £349 one is a 12-60mm one. This particular one is £569, so it's £20 more expensive for this one. Again, I'll leave links in the description for that, but I managed to pick this up for £350 brand new in the Black Friday sales, which I couldn't say no, to be honest. Right, let's get into the box. Right, so what do we have over here? This right here, excuse the rustling. So this here is the lens hood. Pretty good that you get a lens hood free. So obviously some information around the side there, line there, dot there. I'm assuming that's to line it up with your lens. What do we have by here? Oh, here we have, wow, that's actually really small. I was surprised how small that is. Here's the lens itself, the 14-42mm lens. So we've got the Lumix branding on the side, Panasonic, so you know it's all real. And then obviously your lens covers on the back. So this side here connects to the body, and you could tell this side here then is what you see. And it comes done with Mega iOS, which is the image stabilization. There is also another version of the image stabilization called Power iOS, and that is basically a newer version and it works a bit better. But for my needs, this one is all I really needed. And we'll look into that a bit more as we get into it. So I'm moving the rubbish out of the way as I unbox this. What do we have under here? So UK power plug. Nothing really interesting there. Here we have basically the micro USB to USB adapter. Oh, actually it's not micro. I'm not 100% sure what that is. If I'll just get the camera to focus on that so you guys can actually see it. It's basically allows you to plug into the side, and then also you can plug into a computer if you need to. We then also have right by here the battery. Let's get straight into it. So there is a Panasonic Lumix battery model there at the bottom. I'm assuming the YU 12013-14004. So this is a 7.2 volt 1200 milliamp hour battery, and then obviously you have a battery, therefore you need a charger, and this here is your charger. So this is the DE, come on phone, the DE A80 charger. See, this is why I say, I'm digressing here a bit, but this is why I say my old phone was better recorder than this one, because I never had so many autofocus issues. I digress. Here we have the strap. We'll keep that in there. That will come in handy. And then finally, the main star of the show. Nothing else in the box. Right, let's get the box out of the way. So inside this bag, again, let the focus carry on, is the camera itself. So obviously on the front there you have your body cap on the front to keep the mirrors and sensors all protected, which then you just basically twist off, and there you go. Little red light there, line there corresponds to bring the lens back in with this little dot here. So what you do is, in fact I'll do it now, take the lens off and then correspond that to that dot there. So on it goes, give it a good twist, wait for the click as you just should. In fact, let me take that back off. Oh wow, oh no, okay, so you need to press the button, that button on the side there to unlock it, unlock, twist, and there we go. So let me pull it, twist, and I'll bring it up to the mic. Oh, I say that, it didn't really make much of a clicking noise. But anyway, there is the lens installed on the front. Nice looking camera. It's actually, I'm surprised at how small this actually is. Now the reason I bought this one is because of the 4K that it has on it. Eventually I plan to start recording in 4K, but I need a PC upgrade first before I do that. So for now this will be set to 1080, and you'll get the next couple of videos in 1080. Once I got a computer upgrade, I will basically upgrade this. Right, so on here, on the right hand side here, you've got your different shots. So let's just focus the camera in. Come on camera, focus. There we go. So at the moment it is on basically single shot mode. You twist it around one, that is burst mode. Twist it around again, 4K mode, so obviously for my recording. Then you've got exposure mode, then that is time-lapse mode, and then finally then you've got time delay mode at the end. So if you want to take a photograph, run it and get into the shot, you put it on that mode. So most of the time it's probably going to live in 4K mode or single shot. And then over here then you've got all your other different modes for taking shots and everything. Honestly, I will probably end up having it in either probably manual video there, or probably full auto. I'm not 100% sure what all the modes have, if I'm really honest. Let's get the camera to focus in again. On the right hand side here, you've got a record button. So that is what I'm probably going to be using most of the time, to be actually honest. And then, sorry, I'm reading my notes over the side at the same time as I am reading this. So yeah, obviously then you've got your function button there for controlling it. Your on-off switch is right here, so that's now on technically, and off. Obviously I don't know how much battery's in here. In fact, the battery's not even in there. The battery's right on the side by here. So I need to put the battery in for it to obviously come in. At the bottom here, you have, I think it's a 1/4" jack for your camera mount. So you can mount that in. If you've got 6 3/4 mount, you may need a little adapter. But obviously that's that. Down here you've got your other function buttons. I believe, from what I understand and what I've heard on other people's videos, that some of these buttons can be reprogrammed for different things. I'll have to have a look into that at another time. So yeah, this here is a nice little camera. So obviously you've got your normal shot button there, so when you're taking photographs, you've got that. This here twist, and I believe, I'm looking at the notes here, I believe this here is help with sharp focus. So when you're recording, you can adjust the focus on there, keeping it away from the record button at all times so you don't accidentally knock that. That is pretty well done, to be honest. Also, another note, the lens here, like I said, has the image stabilization on it. Sometimes you have a little button on it to disable it, but looking at this is fully image stabilization on this current lens. But the image stabilization on the Panasonic G7 is always in the lens. The body itself has no image stabilization. So if that is something that you may need to be careful of. Now, here we're looking at the eyepiece. This little sensor here, basically, the eyepiece is electronic. But when you've got a screen out, let's pull the screen out. You obviously got your image then on the screen there. But apparently, once you've put your face over this here, it turns the screen off, so you can use then the eyepiece itself. Again, that's what I've read on other reviews, and I will have to test that out myself. But this here, for me, is a real star of the show. It's right now, I'm stood right behind the camera, and it's a little bit awkward for me to make reviews. So this, I could turn 180, have the camera facing me, facing the subject, and I can always see what is actually being displayed on the camera there. Right now I'm going to move here left and right because I'm looking at my screen as I'm recording. So this here is the star of the show for me. The little rotating screen, very, very handy to have. Granted, a lot of cameras have it now, but it's surprising how little have it in the same price range. You've actually got to spend quite a lot of money to have it, and I'm not entirely sure what I make of that. Here is a flash. I believe it's electronic flash, so when you want to turn it on, it'll pop up on its own and give the flash. But anyway, there's not too much detail on here, sorry, I do apologize. But that is my first look at the Panasonic G7 camera. I'm going to be now using this on all my other videos, hopefully, and hopefully you'll see an improvement on image quality. Because let's face it, mobile phone cameras are all good, they're not fantastic. And of course now, being 4K, and obviously I've got the lens cover on this side there, sorry, the lens hood, I mean, to keep away the blur of lights. So with any luck now, you'll have better videos coming out from me, and it's all about practice at the end of the day. Let me know what you think of this video. Any information I missed out that you know, let me know in the video. I may revisit this. I may do some sort of like showing you the difference, comparison between the mobile phone that is recording now and this. In fact, if you want a comparison video, let me know. I'd actually be quite interested to know if you do. And I'll try and do a much more professional video than this at the moment. I do apologize. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up or thumbs down if you liked it, disliked it. That's one way of me knowing if you do or don't like it. Also, leave a comment in the description if you didn't like it, why you didn't like it, and let me know. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Right, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. And ciao for now, everyone. So I knew I'd do this. There's actually some more bits on the camera that I forgot to show you, mainly at the side here. So we've got the HDMI at the side. Hopefully you stuck around for this. It's only going to be a quick segment. Underneath this flap here, got a flap up. You have 3 ports. So let me go in. You got your remote, which is basically, I believe, for your microphone. Your HDMI. Now that is going to be handy for me for live streaming. If I actually use this for live streaming, I have the HDMI out here, going into a full-size HDMI, which will then go through my capture card into the PC. So really good then for live streamers. And then obviously your AV out and digital out by there. So that is basically what this cable is for you, that I showed you earlier on. So you plug that cable in there, that then goes into the PC. And so yeah. That is basically that side. On the bottom then you have your open lock. So you pop that open, battery goes in there, pop it shut. I wish this would auto lock, which is a bit annoying. Also your SD card slot goes by there, which I've bought a SD card for this. So then you push that in, that's locked, and then away you go. So that there is a little bit at the end of the review. Hopefully you stuck around for this. Thank you all for watching once again. Don't forget to like, dislike, let me know in the comments, and obviously subscribe. Once again, thank you and ciao for now.